It's our. I just prepared a short pitch about mine water. For Heerlen, mine water is something like an evolution that repeated, because our strategy, our main energy strategies, from old to new energy. Because Heerlen was a former coal miner region, so we had the black gold. Our city started to grow gigantically when the mines opened. So we were just a very small village, but then economic development grew very fast. Because of this black gold, we were one of the major regions in the Netherlands that provided all the people in the Netherlands with energy. So the black gold, it was called. And nowadays we have this mine water idea. It's a 5th generation district heating and cooling system. It's like it was explained in the previous presentation. In Heerlen we already have this 5th generation district heating and cooling, and it was the idea was to use the water from the deserted coal mines. The water at 1200 meters deep was approximately 30 degrees, so it's a very low temperature, and the mine water system uses this low temperature water. It pumps it up from 1200 meters and then heats the buildings with it, using heat pumps, of course. But the nice thing about this mine water was also that the mine shafts that were not that deep, let's say 100 meters, 150 meters deep, the water was cool. So we can pump up the cold water and the warm water from the wells, from the coal mines. That was the approximate idea. And I think that's typically first or second generation district heating. And the mine water company, which was a municipal company, it started as a project, just an Interact project, and later on it became a real company, energy company, and it developed more into the 5th generation, where they not only use the hot water from the mines, but they also use the heat from data center, so waste heat, data center. Also, in one of the buildings, they use the heat that comes from the cooling devices in the supermarket to heat the buildings and to store it temporarily. And the main advantage at the moment is that what they do is that they no longer work on from the supply side, so they don't pump into the system all the temperatures and keep it on temperature, keep the right temperature, but they start working on demand side. So they only bring the heat to that place that needs the heat, and that's a smart evaluation of this heating system. We already have several. We started building a backbone at the moment with some regional, with some neighborhoods. No neighborhoods at the moment, but only big buildings. But that's part of my presentation. In 2017, we started our regional energy strategy with the region. And of course, in 2019, we had our national climate agreement, and we had to build new regional strategies. And beside this new regional strategy, we have to work on a strategy on gas-free neighborhoods. As we know, some countries even are promoting the use of natural gas. For instance, the city of Aachen, it's almost 20 kilometers from Heerlen, but they're giving grants to install gas-heated installations, and we're abandoning the gas use. So that's a bit strange. but we have to build a strategy on gas-free neighborhoods for all the municipalities in the Netherlands. This is a bit like we're doing it at the moment. We started the analysis about figures in 2019, where we looked at the neighborhoods and looked at the way that we think what technique we could possibly use in the future for heating this in this neighborhoods. So it will be only individual electric heat pumps, or going to be a heat net on low temperature or high temperature. Will it be green gas in the future? This is an exercise we're doing at the moment. On the right side, you see the analysis from 2020, where we recalculated the figures, and these analysis were made on based on building types, building periods, and at the moment we're looking at all these neighborhoods and look at the best the neighborhoods that have the best chance of changing to energy gas neutral within a period of 10 years. So we have to start with the first neighborhoods to put on another heating system. And within this analysis, which is very important for the future, we think that mine water is an option. So this low temperature heating is an option, but we only have to, that's the struggle I have at the moment. Everyone says, well, this mine water is perfect, it's the best option, but I want to wait to say that until we have our analysis ready, because everything it has to be feasible and affordable, and the mine water is not feasible and affordable for all neighborhoods. So we have to look at to put the low temperature heating system into those neighborhoods that really are feasible. For instance, the city center, there are lots of old buildings, and it's very difficult to put mine water into these buildings because mine water is low temperature and you need a lot of adjustments at the building. So especially monumental buildings are not feasible for mine water. So we're building our strategy at the moment, and sometimes it's a struggle because mine water is no longer our municipal company anymore. We sold it because mine water, running an energy company is no longer is not our main objective as a municipality, and the investments were too high for our municipality to really scale up the mine water what it needed. And so now the province is partly owner of the mine water project, and they're really starting to speed up the mine water network. So we're still in a very big struggle. We're still looking at possibilities, and I think the main challenge is that we have to think about adjusting the mine water to residential buildings. We have a lot of them in the region, and not only apartments and big buildings, but also a lot of residential buildings. And mine water is not feasible for most of those residential buildings because they're energy label, let's say EF, so they're not that well insulated. And then we have to see if people can afford it to run all these renovation, and that it's an affordable option for all the people in the city. So that's a bit the story of what we're doing with mine water and this network. It's the heat network, but it's all part of the strategy, and it's at the moment it's really a very rush time to combine all these measures, all these renovation ideas into one strategy for the municipality, as it is so important for the people to know where they're going to. Will it be, because people have to make investments into their homes, and social housing companies want to invest. They have to invest because they have to fight the climate crisis. So a lot of people are waiting for this this strategy at the moment.